Life Philosophies Unleashed.
Do you ever feel like life is a constant battle? Like you're always struggling to control everything around you, and no matter how hard you try, things just never seem to go your way? If so, you're not alone. But what if I told you that there's a different way to approach life? A way that doesn't involve fighting against the natural ebb and flow of the universe, but rather embracing it? That way is the philosophy of simply letting life be. 1. Embrace impermanence. Embracing impermanence is a fundamental aspect of living a fulfilled life. It is a realization that everything in life is constantly changing, and that resisting that change leads to suffering. Instead, when we accept that nothing lasts forever, we can learn to appreciate the beauty of each moment and find peace in the present. Think about it. How often do we find ourselves clinging to moments, people, or things that we know deep down are temporary? We become attached to them, and when they inevitably slip away, we feel sadness, anger, or frustration. But when we embrace impermanence, we can fully enjoy each moment without the fear of losing it. We can appreciate the beauty of a sunset, the laughter of a loved one, or the feeling of the wind on our skin, knowing that these experiences are fleeting, but still so meaningful. Embracing impermanence also allows us to let go of our expectations and attachments to outcomes. We can approach life with a sense of curiosity and openness, rather than fear and anxiety. We can try new things, take risks, and embrace the unknown, knowing that even if things don't go as planned, we can still find joy in the experience. This philosophy is not about giving up on our goals or ambitions. It's about understanding that the journey is just as important as the destination. By embracing impermanence, we can find joy in the process of achieving our goals, rather than solely focusing on the end result. We can learn from our mistakes, adapt to changes, and appreciate the growth that comes from the journey. Embracing impermanence is a powerful tool for finding peace and happiness in life. It allows us to fully appreciate each moment and approach life with a sense of curiosity and openness. So, the next time you find yourself feeling anxious or frustrated, take a deep breath and remember that everything in life is impermanent. Embrace the beauty of the present moment and trust that everything will work out as it's meant to. 2. Practice mindful presence. Practicing mindful presence is a powerful tool for finding happiness and peace in life. It allows us to fully experience each moment and appreciate the richness of life. Too often, we get caught up in worries about the future or regrets about the past, and we miss out on the present moment. But when we learn to be fully present, we can find joy in even the simplest things. One way to practice mindful presence is to simply focus on your breath. Take a few deep breaths and notice the sensation of air moving in and out of your body. When your mind starts to wander, gently bring it back to your breath. You can also try paying attention to your surroundings. Notice the colors, textures, and sounds around you. Take a few moments to appreciate the beauty of the world around you. Another way to practice mindful presence is to engage in activities that bring you into the present moment. This could be anything from going for a walk in nature to practicing yoga or meditation. By fully immersing yourself in these activities, you can quiet your mind and find a sense of peace and calm. Practicing mindful presence can also help us better connect with others. When we're fully present in our interactions with others, we can listen more deeply and respond more authentically. We can also appreciate the beauty of each moment spent with loved ones, knowing that these moments are precious and fleeting. Ultimately, practicing mindful presence is about cultivating a deeper appreciation for life. It's about finding joy in the present moment, rather than constantly striving for something in the future. By learning to be fully present, we can find happiness and peace in even the most ordinary moments of life. So, the next time you find yourself caught up in worries about the future or regrets about the past, Take a deep breath and bring your attention back to the present moment. Allow yourself to fully experience the richness of life and appreciate the beauty of each moment. With practice, you'll find that mindful presence becomes a natural and easy part of your daily life, bringing you greater happiness and peace. 3. Release control. Releasing control is one of the most challenging aspects of letting life be, but it's also one of the most liberating. When we try to micromanage every aspect of our lives, we create unnecessary stress and anxiety. We become fixated on outcomes and lose sight of the present moment. But when we learn to let go and trust the natural ebb and flow of the universe, we free ourselves from this burden and open ourselves up to new possibilities. Releasing control is not about giving up on our goals or ambitions. It's about finding a balance between taking action and surrendering to the unknown. We can still work towards our dreams, but we do so with a sense of detachment and openness. We trust that the universe has a plan for us, and we're open to the opportunities that come our way. Learning to release control is not an easy process, and it takes time and practice. But the benefits are profound when we let go of our need to control everything. We free ourselves from the limitations of our own thinking. We open ourselves up to new experiences and perspectives, and we become more resilient in the face of challenges. One way to start releasing control is to practice mindfulness. When we're fully present in the moment, we're less likely to get caught up in worries about the future or regrets about the past. We're more able to see things as they are, rather than how we want them to be. This allows us to make better decisions and take more effective action. Another way to release control is to cultivate a sense of trust. Trust in ourselves, trust in others, and trust in the universe. When we trust that things will work out as they're meant to, we free ourselves from the anxiety and stress of trying to control everything. We can relax into the flow of life and enjoy the journey. Releasing control is a difficult but incredibly rewarding process. It allows us to let go of unnecessary stress and anxiety and find greater peace and happiness in our lives. So, the next time you find yourself trying to control everything around you, take a deep breath and remind yourself that sometimes the best thing we can do is simply let life be. Trust that everything will work out as it's meant to, and enjoy the journey along the way. 4. Cultivate gratitude. Cultivating gratitude is an essential aspect of the philosophy of letting life be. It is a powerful tool that can help us shift our perspective from one of lack and dissatisfaction to one of abundance and joy. When we focus on the things we don't have or what's not going well in our lives, we tend to overlook the things that are going right. But by focusing on the things we do have and expressing gratitude for them, we can train our minds to see the positive aspects of our lives. Gratitude is not just about saying thank you for the good things in our lives. It is about cultivating a deep sense of appreciation for everything we have, both big and small. It's about acknowledging the people, experiences, and things that bring us joy and being grateful for them. One way to cultivate gratitude is to start a gratitude journal. Each day, write down 3 things you're grateful for. They can be anything from the sun shining outside to a good conversation with a friend. By taking the time to reflect on the positive aspects of your life, you'll start to notice more and more things to be grateful for. Another way to cultivate gratitude is to express it to others. When someone does something kind for you, take the time to thank them sincerely. Let them know how much their actions meant to you. By expressing gratitude to others, you not only make them feel good, but you also strengthen your own sense of gratitude. Gratitude can also help us find more joy in the present moment. When we're grateful for what we have, we're less likely to be caught up in worries about the future or regrets about the past. We're more able to fully experience the richness of life in each moment. Finally, cultivating gratitude can help us become more resilient in the face of challenges. When we're going through a tough time, it's easy to get caught up in negative thoughts and feelings. But by focusing on the things we're grateful for, we can shift our perspective and find the strength to persevere. Cultivating gratitude is an essential part of the philosophy of letting life be. It allows us to shift our perspective from one of lack and dissatisfaction to one of abundance and joy. By starting a gratitude journal, expressing gratitude to others, finding joy in the present moment, and becoming more resilient, we can cultivate a deep sense of gratitude that will bring more happiness and fulfillment to our lives. So why not start today? Take a moment to reflect on the things you're grateful for and see how it transforms your outlook on life. 5. Embrace detachment. Detaching from our expectations and attachments to outcomes is an essential part of the philosophy of letting life be. It can be challenging to let go of our desires and allow life to unfold as it will. But doing so can bring us a sense of peace and freedom that we might not have experienced before. When we become too attached to our expectations and outcomes, we put unnecessary pressure on ourselves. We create a sense of fear and anxiety that can prevent us from fully enjoying the present moment. By learning to detach from these expectations, we can approach life with a greater sense of curiosity and openness. Detachment doesn't mean that we should become apathetic or disengaged from life. Rather, it means that we should learn to let go of our need for control and trust that things will work out as they're meant to. By doing so, we can approach life with a greater sense of ease and flow. One way to cultivate detachment is to practice mindfulness. When we're mindful, we're better able to observe our thoughts and feelings without getting caught up in them. We can notice when we're becoming too attached to a particular outcome and gently bring our attention back to the present moment. We can also cultivate a greater sense of acceptance and non-judgment, allowing us to let go of our need for control. Another way to cultivate detachment is to practice self-reflection. When we take the time to reflect on our desires and expectations, we can begin to see where we might be holding ourselves back. We can identify the areas where we're overly attached and work to let go of those attachments. Detachment can also help us find greater joy and fulfillment in life. When we're not so focused on specific outcomes, we can appreciate the journey itself. We can find joy in the process of working towards our goals, rather than solely focusing on the end result. We can also be more open to new experiences and opportunities, knowing that we don't have to be so rigid in our expectations. Ultimately, detachment is about learning to let go of our need for control and trusting that life will unfold as it's meant to. By cultivating detachment, we can find greater peace, joy, and fulfillment in our lives. So why not give it a try? Take a deep breath, let go of your expectations, and see where life takes you. You might be surprised by what you discover along the way. Remember, the philosophy of letting life be is a powerful tool for finding happiness and peace in a world that can often feel chaotic and overwhelming. By embracing impermanence, practicing mindful presence, releasing control, cultivating gratitude, and embracing detachment, we can learn to live in harmony with the universe and find joy in the present moment. So go out there and let life be. The philosophy of letting life be is a powerful tool for finding happiness and peace in a world that can often feel chaotic and overwhelming. By embracing impermanence, practicing mindful presence, releasing control, cultivating gratitude, and embracing detachment, we can learn to live in harmony with the universe and find joy in the present moment. So why not give it a try? You might be surprised by how much happier and more fulfilled you feel